Carve the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, move, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Domination every basket. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
We play to win. Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
6:37. Right Monday down.
They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From midfield, here's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Carr going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. On play action, it's Carr. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Yeah, this has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Love. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interceptions. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
QB's traps. Let's go. Jump right down. You're mine. Hey, Haywood. Bring it on.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary.
And, his first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Check out. 40. Strong left.
On second and 15 now. Luck. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the pickup. It's now third and 3.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They will run with Grant. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Here's Locke. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Yeah, the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Here we go. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Luck now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They run with Washington. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. 12.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Mike's 50. Hey, check. Middle.
Throwing on third down, Locke. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Corey Grant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there,
and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And getting our first update now from Nashville. The Jets out to the early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Motion, motion, motion. Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
From the 36, Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Still mine.
They'll run on 1st down. Cannon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. Ertz has it left side.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You don't know no better.
From the 38, Carr. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Luck. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The tackle there by Brian Poole. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. On 1st down, Washington. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Locke. And this is caught. He hits Landry. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning If he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Cross. Check. Cross.
Back to throw, Love. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Check. Mexico.
This is Grant. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Luck. Steps away. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. To throw, it's Carr. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
93.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
29.
Throwing now is Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. 734.
Shotgun now for Carr. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running it, Washington. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Their 48-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Grant. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They go back to Grant. And an alley to run. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Luck gonna throw it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really...
Fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is... I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn